Hello and welcome. Welcome to the woods. This is a very special place to me. It's held me and given me lots of comfort over the past year while I've been absent from my work and from this channel. And it feels really good to be sitting here amongst all these friends as I make my first video after a long time. Hi, my name is Katie. My pronouns are they and them, and I'm based in Bannau Brycheiniog in Cymru or South Wales. I am an artist and maker and dog parent, and I am returning to this YouTube channel and to my creative practice and my shop after a year of absence. I've been thinking of it lately as a year of personal composting. So sitting in the woods in autumn feels like a perfect metaphor, surrounded by mushrooms and fungi. I took a long leave of absence, essentially because I had to. I broke down. Things fell apart in a way that was perhaps inevitable because I was leading a life that was unsustainable for me. And I've had time to recover and rethink things a bit and realise that a return to the way things were before is neither desirable nor possible, which leads really nicely into talking about the name change. If this isn't your first visit here, you'll have noticed a new name for these videos. As much as this is a return to my video making practice, it's also a new beginning, and that's scary and it's exciting as well. I guess my hope is that the videos won't feel so different for you as a viewer, but it felt important to mark the new chapter in some way for myself, to really remind myself that I am not coming back to things exactly as they were before, but intentionally returning in a different way. And the name Lichen Loam has a lot of great personal significance, so it feels good to embrace this step in a new direction. I recently rewatched my first ever video, the Green Bean podcast, episode 1 from way back in 2018. And although I didn't have the language for it then, it's clear for me to see that I was in a very similar season of my life when I first started making videos. I was returning to my creative practice after a period of autistic burnout. And it was quite a profound experience to watch that previous version of myself talking to the camera. It felt like they were talking to me. I was talking about things which haven't really changed in terms of my intention with these videos. I've always wanted to document creative practice in a way that is honest about the time that things take, honest about the non-linearity of the process, and just as my quiet way to protest against fast fashion, relentless productivity, and obscuring the truth of these processes, which are wonderful and also difficult and take time. And when I first started making videos, I was doing it as a side project, fitting my making into my spare time alongside a full-time job. But as this channel grew in a way that I never, ever expected, I was able to open a shop and start a Patreon and eventually make a living from my creative work in a way that had never been possible for me before. And it was wonderful. I was living the dream, essentially. I did product launches and trade shows. I made regular videos for years and years. And I was working right at the very edge of my capacity, which it wasn't fine, but it was okay. I was managing up until an unexpected life event, which was moving house here to Cymru or Wales, sent me over the edge. I had no extra resources. I had no extra time. Suddenly I was unable to cope, and I lost the ability to function and found myself in autistic burnout once again. So while my leave of absence has enabled me to recover to some extent and regain my capacity, there are things that haven't changed and won't change. I'm still autistic, and the problems I was having with my vision have not gone away. So I'm facing the reality that I can't go back to how things were before. I need to do things differently to accommodate my disabilities in order that the cycle of autistic burnout doesn't repeat itself again. I am incredibly honoured and fortunate to have received some funding from Arts Council Wales through their Creative Steps programme, which is intended to support me with this process of returning to work. I've got funding for a year of professional development, and it feels like such a gift and a validation to have received that support, and really leaning into that experience of like, yes, it's okay that you need this help. I think for a long time I was very fiercely independent, and it's been really comforting to extend my network a little bit and realise that I needed some help and to receive it. Arts Council Wales has given me access to a specialist neurodivergent artist mentor, which is, well, who knew that was a thing to start with? But it's such a gift to be able to share and explore the difficulties I've had with my creative practice with someone else, and to be able to work together to think about solutions, different approaches, in a way that is accommodating and manageable for me, rather than feeling like I'm always working against myself. I'm not sure that will make sense. I think this might be something that I need to document and share with you over the course of the next year, as I really lean into the gift that funding has given me, not just the mentoring, but some other professional development opportunities, and the chance to really think about the future of my creative work. What am I doing? Why am I doing it? Having a year away has also given me a lot of time to reflect on those things. And as much as there's a part of me who wants to try and explain all that right now in this video, I don't think I need to do that. I think that can explain itself over the course of time. Speaking of support, I also want and need to acknowledge every one of you who's supported me on Patreon this past year. It is no exaggeration to say that I couldn't have got through the year without you. I won't bang on about it, but I was unable to access any kind of government support or sick pay, so funds from Patreon kept me fed and clothed and housed through this year. I genuinely couldn't have done it without you. So thank you for your patience and kindness and support through an incredibly difficult year, and for giving me space as I began to feel like making videos again. I've been sharing videos tentatively on Patreon again since January this year, and you gave me the space to be inconsistent, the space to be experimental, and you really showed me the meaning of community care, and I can't ever thank you enough for that. It was wonderful. It continues to be wonderful. Thank you. And yeah, to everyone who's watching this, who has waited patiently for me to come back, thank you. And I'm really glad you're here. Wait, there is one more thing. I cannot possibly finish this video without this little guy. If you haven't met him before, this is Jack, my little rescue dog, and it felt wrong to publish a video on this channel without bringing him on board. He's always been a big part of everything here, so I wanted to let you know that he's doing well. He is fast approaching his 15th birthday, and he's in good spirits and fine health, enjoying life. He just wanted to say hello.